Hello, my name is Juan Alvarado, and I am doing my presentation on Herb Brooks. He is a famous ice hockey player and coach um, that is most famous for obviously his event that was called obviously the winning of them, beating the USSR Soviet Union team was obviously called the Miracle on Ice, which was a team that was sought out to be undefeatable, basically. And Herb Brooks, gathered a young team of college kids basically to set the same goal that he had, the same dream of beating this team and showing that they're not the best and that they're beatable and that there's and pulling out the greatness in people and what they're capable of. So I feel that Herb Brooks serves as a great leader and is a great example to how we should be leaders. But I'm gonna get into some demographics on him before we get into the serious parts. He was a married man. Besides the fact of him being a coach, he was married in 19. He got married in 1965. He had two kids. He was born on August 5th, 1937, in St. Paul, Minnesota, and then he died August 11th, 2003, in a car accident. Again, he was an American ice hockey team and ice hockey coach and player. He played for the University of Minnesota under the legendary coach John Marucci. Also coached the U.S. Olympic team as well. His most notable achievement came in 1980 as a head coach when he led such a young team again to a gold medal in the 1980 Olympics against when they beat the Soviet Union in the semifinals. Again, this was an event known as Miracle on Ice because this was a team that was undefeated for a decade long, and they were almost untouchable. They were basically untouchable. Nobody can beat them. But this man, he had a dream, a vision that it was possible, and he could do it because they can do it, and it wasn't impossible. And I love that this guy, the belief that he had in his team, and the just how much he relied on his men, really really brought out the attention to me about it. Again, some of his personal success from the 1960s and 1970s. Herb Brooks set a record by playing on a total of 8 U.S. national teams and Olympic teams, including the 1968 and the 1964 and 1968 Olympic squads. After retiring as a player, he became a coach at his old alma mater, leading the team to 3 NCAA championships in 1974, 76, and 79. He finished his collegiate coaching year with a record of 175 wins, with 101 losses and 20 ties. He was later hired to coach the U.S. Olympic team, where he defeated the Soviet Union. After winning the Olympic gold, Brooks later went to coach different national hockey leagues, hockey league teams, and in the NHL. I'm just gonna go over some of the coaching style that he had. I'm just gonna touch bases on it. This is a quote that I'm gonna read, but before we get into it, he was a very hard-working man. He pushed his team. He believed that his team, you know, was able to be great, but he believed that you had to push. You had to push these people. You had to push them to pull this greatness out of them. So again, like I said, he was hard on his team. He was hard on his players, and he kind of formed almost, I feel like, a kind of a little bit of a hatred, with his players that created for him. His players are, always not hated him, but he was obviously harder on them. And if you've ever played any kind of athletic, sport, or for any team, when your coach is hard on you, sometimes you can get upset, you can get mad because of it. But with that, it helped with that hard work and that hard work and dedication and him pushing them. It grew the team to become closer. And as a team, and it helped not only him push them, but it helped pushed each other. As a team. So I'm gonna read this quote. They were really mentally tough and goal oriented, said Brooks of his squad. They came from all different walks of life, many having competed against one another, but they came together and grew to be real close team. I pushed this team really hard. I mean, I really pushed this team. But they had the ability to answer the bell. Our style of play was probably different than anything in North America. We adopted more of a hybrid style of play, a bit of the Canadian school and a little bit of the European school. The players took to it like ducks to water, and they really had a lot of fun playing it. We were a fast, creative team and played extremely disciplined without a puck. Throughout the Olympics, they had a great resilience about them. I mean, they came from behind 6 or 7 times to win. They just kept on moving and working and digging. I think we were as good as conditioned team as there was in the world outside maybe the Soviet Union. We got hot and lucky at the right times, and it was just an incredible experience for all of us. So again, this is a man that again he believed in his dream and he believed in his players. And this can go to in a business aspect as well. A coach, it could be your CEO, it could be your boss, it could be anything. But as a coach, as a leader, you want to be able to believe in your players and be able to instill a sense of work ethic in them, to be able to push them forward, to be able to create that work ethic and that mentality and that vision for them that, when time's looking tough, it doesn't matter. The bell hasn't rung, just keep digging, keep pushing forward. And you never know, you might get hot and lucky at the right times and, you could come out on top. So I'm gonna go over some motivational quotes that I feel that made him great. Risk something or forever sit on your dreams. Herb Brooks was a dreamer. He said that we're dreamers and we are the creators of our dreams and we are the leaders of our dreams. Basically saying like we have the power to manifest our dreams into reality if we really wanted to. And that's the problem with people are like, oh, dreamers, and you're just you're up in the clouds. There's no reason why we can't hold a high goal, and be able to reach it. So risk something, put your neck out there, or forever, sit with your dreams. Um, you win with people, not with talent. So the quality of people is very important in building your team. I always looked for people with solid value system. Then I recruited kids from a cross section of different personalities, talents, and styles. So he looked for value because obviously when you look for people with value, a good value, a good quality valued work ethic comes along as well. Because if anybody can put hard work in, but it's the quality of hard work that you put in that really counts and makes a difference from being ordinary and being great. Let me start with issuing you a challenge. Be better than you are. Set a goal that seems unattainable, and when you reach that goal, set another one even higher. So this man, he challenged you. He would challenge you to be better, to be better than yesterday. Because some people don't even think about that. But he challenged you. He would challenge his players. So I feel like this was a man that believed in pulling out the greatness in his players. But I'm going to a little video here real quick. It's a really good video.
Great moments are born from great opportunity. And that's what you have here. tonight. That's what you've earned here tonight. One game. If we play them 10 times, they might win 9. But not this game. Not tonight. Tonight, we skate. Tonight, we stay with them. And we shut them down because we can. Tonight, we are the greatest hockey team. You were born to be hockey players. Every one of you. And you were meant to be here tonight. This is your time. Their time is done. It's over. I'm sick and tired of hearing about what a great hockey team the Soviets have. Screw them. This is your time. Now go out there and take it.
And again, probably one of the most even motivates me, honestly, watching that video over and over again. It even still motivates me, to still push forward on my own personal goals and, things that I hold dear to myself. Great opportunity, great moments are born from, great moments, are born from great opportunity. And it's true. You got to believe that it's your time and it's your business's time, and you could accomplish this. You can push through this, and it's just a very motivational video. That I love every time. His legacy that he still holds. He has a Disney release film, obviously, the Miracle on Ice. It was released in 2004. The Olympic Ice Arena in Lake Placid, New York, and where it's in the United States, where they won the gold medal, was named after him for the Brooks Arena. A statue of Brooks depicting his reaction to the victory on the Miracle on Ice. At the entrance of the River Center of St. Paul, Minnesota, in 2003, was made in 2003. As well as at the national hockey team at St. Cloud University. Another one is the Herb Brooks Award that was awarded to the most qualified hockey player in the state tournament. Strongly represents the values, characteristics, and the traits defined by Herb Brooks. The Herb Brooks Training Center in Blaine, Minnesota, and in 2016 he was the posthumously inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame. The take-home message, obviously, Herb Brooks, again, like I said, he was a dreamer, but we're allowed to dream. We're allowed to dream big, and there's nothing wrong with it. Set your goals high and go for them. You got to believe it's your time, and that you could do this, and that you could do it because you can, and that it's possible. Again, great moments are born from great opportunity, and that's something that I hold dear to myself. And if there's anything that I could give you guys to take away, is it's all possible. It's all on the horizon. We just have to make it possible. We have to manifest our dreams to make it into reality, and we are the leaders of our dreams. We just have to go out there and make it possible. Thank you. That is my presentation.